Hello, welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time that you're here, thank you so much for joining us over in my little cozy, crunchy, a little bit granola, a little bit hippie, lots of educational content around trying to conceive, pregnancy, birth. We do a little bit of home birthing, full-term breastfeeding. I'm also currently tandem feeding my two boys. We live in a little house in the middle of nowhere, and I share a lot of that kind of stuff and stuff around gentle parenting as well. So a little bit of everything, a little bit of a mishmash. And just to add to the collection of mishmash, today's video is just, I was trying to scramble together some ideas because I like to upload every Sunday, and I didn't have something that was like geared towards a specific topic this week. My creativity very much ebbs and flows with my cycles. So when I'm not working in tune with that, I have to think outside of the box. And today I thought that I would sit here with my massive cup of tea and share with you some of my favorite things. So I would say it's just like a favorite things I've been loving lately type video, which I've never done before. I've done like pregnancy favorites for each trimester. Maybe I'll link those videos down below. And I'm going to share with you some of the things I've been loving, both from a like birth doula, birth worker, breastfeeding, lactation consultant perspective, but also as a mum. Some skincare stuff, some planning stuff, some like a little bit of glam stuff, and then just some real practical mum stuff. So if you're into that kind of stuff, I don't know how many times can I say stuff in an intro, go get yourself a massive cup of tea and come join me. Okay, so it turns out this is a little bit more difficult to do, gulping tea, getting ready, and showing you stuff. This is a real multitasking thing. I have no idea how influencers or bloggers or whatever do it, but I'm going to take a gulp and we'll work backwards. So, one of the things that I have been loving most recently is, should I do a drum roll? Full-sized brief underwear. I know. I was so much of like a thong girl for so long, very much in my 20s. And the minute that I hit 30, I was like, well, what am I doing? I got like a nice, actually I have such a distinct memory of planning my like postpartum wardrobe, and a friend of mine who was also my birth keeper at the time was like with me going through my stuff and like getting me organized, and she was like, wait, these are your postpartum nicks? And they were like, now that I'm thinking about them, tiny. And I recommend that all of my clients get a size like 2-3 sizes too big, so that it comes right up to the belly button, really comfy, black, so that if you have any bleeding, there's no staining. And I was like going to put on these like bikini briefs basically, but since then I've come a long way. Now I'm all about the full coverage, supportive, like these really cute sets that are so soft, like buttery soft bamboo crops and bottoms, and I actually feel really sexy in them, which is a nice little bonus. But full-sized briefs that actually cover your butt and are comfortable is my first tip. And natural fibers are like a winning, like the icing on the cake. So that's the first thing that I've been loving. The other thing is I don't generally like get myself glammed up, but if I am going to be wearing something, I want to wear something that I can also like move in. So it will either be like a full length or like a midi dress with like a cute little neckline, or I should just like strip and show you what I've been wearing recently. Is I've been loving these pieces of jewelry from my beautiful friend Alexandra Murray. So this is the Rising Sun pendant, and I actually have her lotus here beside me as well. Like nice thick gold plating, made with so much love and intention. I love them. So I'll share her website down below. So I always will be wearing something like that. And for me, it's like low maintenance. So I can wear it in the shower. I can wear it working out. I can wear it doing all of the things. So I'll wear a piece of jewelry. I actually have on, this is not a good look, but I wanted to show you my cute like bamboo bra or bralette. Mostly I will just go without. So I'll be like this more of this neckline. I've been doing a lot. Like that should be another favorite. Going without a bra. So comfy. It took me a while to get my head around the idea because I'm slightly larger chested. But if you're over on Instagram, I'm probably like a size C to D now, whereas I was like a B before babies. And if you're over on Instagram, check out Lymph Love. And she's got like a whole highlight album on going braless. It took me a while to get around to the idea. I very much like eased myself out of like very structured, supportive, high impact bras. So got rid of the underwire, got rid of the really thick bands, went for more of a like nursing tank for a while. And now like if I do anything, it's like these super soft, unstructured bamboo. Mostly I'll do nothing. And it's so nice. That will be another one of my favorites. And it feels so supportive and freeing. Supportive maybe isn't the right word. Freeing, liberating, so much more movement. And I feel like actually, it's a nice little bonus, my breasts have gotten perkier because in knowing as a lactation consultant from an anatomical perspective, we have these Cooper's ligaments that hold our breasts in place and give them the levity, the flexibility, they're able to withstand that resistance and impact because of the tone in our Cooper's ligaments. But the Cooper's ligaments require an opportunity to practice that. And so by easing myself off slowly, now I've noticed that my breasts sort of hold themselves in place, which is so lovely. So, and really beautiful from like a lymph health perspective. So I guess that's like my third favorite is to wear no bra or a minimal bra. The next thing that I wanted to share with you then was along the same line of bras is that if I do have like a really cute little occasion or something that I want to get dressed up for and I want to wear like I want to make the girls look really like pushed up and lovely and juicy and plump, the bras that I used to wear or that I maybe invested in with my first baby, they no longer fit me because of course our rib cage expands. And so maybe the bust still fits, but the actual band itself doesn't. It's too tight and too restrictive. And for me, it's so important not to have that restriction in place, particularly in pregnancy. So for any of my pregnant mamas watching, see how it feels to go braless, or a nice soft stretchy band, or bra extenders. These are a game changer because you just clip them on. I think I got these in Primark and Pennies, and you just extend the size of your bra. So it's so comfy, or so much more comfortable. These are so handy. I think it was like €1.50 for a packet of 3. It came in like black, white, and like a beigey colour, a nudie colour. So if I want to wear, in particular for like a cute, very stylish, slightly pushy uppy style nursing bra, I love the Warrior bra from Hot Milk Lingerie. I will share the link to that down below as well. But this makes them, I can still wear them. I can still wear my favorite bras through pregnancy with them being comfortable and not having any of like that bulge or like yuckiness. So helpful. Took me a very long time to get around to those, to be fair. I'm forgetting to put things on. Okay, let's start with deodorant. This is the only deodorant that I've been using the last 2 years. It is the Wild deodorant. This particular one is, I think it's like jasmine and something. I'd say it's jasmine and orange blossom. Yeah, I was using the coconut and vanilla one before that. It's so lovely and smooth. No, like, it doesn't have any bicarb in it because I'm really sensitive to bicarb. Sorry if this is a bit much. It stops me smelling. So important. Like this and like a nice toothbrush action followed by a mouthwash before I go to a birth. Absolute bare minimum. That and keeping my nails short. If you're curious about other things that I do to like make myself birth ready at the drop of a hat, I have a whole other video where I talk about like on-call life which you might be curious about. So this is the Wild deodorant. Really highly recommend, particularly for someone with slightly more sensitive pits. The next thing that I wanted to mention along the lines of armpits is my epilator. So for those mamas who know what I'm talking about, where getting in the shower, having like a decent, like, what do they call it? What do the young ones call it? The everything shower, where you do like the hair removal, the face wash, the shampoo, the conditioner, the treatments, the whole lot, genuinely happens about once a month for me. I have like a quick mom shower in the mornings, if even, every day, and then I will have like a once a week wash hair job, which I managed to do today. I'll have to show you something that I've been loving in the shower as well, if I remember. But because I get so little time to like do a full shave or any of that, I have come back to my epilator, because not only for me does it give me the longevity, so that little bit of stretch between having to shave again, but I don't find it that painful. And as someone who's got like darker hair, darker brows, I would be like head to toe fuzz if I didn't take some sort of hair removal seriously. So this one is actually, I used to have the Braun one with the like ice clip on. It made no difference to me. This is by Silvercrest. I'm pretty sure I got it in Lidl. If you haven't tried epilating before, give it a go. This gives me like I would say I remove hair seasonally now, which probably sounds a bit gross, but I really genuinely don't have a need for it. There are some areas that I did get lasered when I was younger. Armpits are one of them, hence why I have no hair there. I also got my moustache lasered off as a darker haired girl. This is TMI, but that's part of it, and a part of my bikini line. But for like legs, full legs, I will still have to like redo my armpits every now and then. It's a seasonal job with this, and it's been really, really amazing. Big game changer. I used to do it when I was younger, actually, and if I think I were to go back and tell Jess, my stepdaughter, who is just starting puberty, what to do, I would say run a million miles from a razor, because I remember cutting myself so badly. I still have scars, just like rushing or just like not being completely mindful, just poor technique, and it would grow back with such a vengeance that it wouldn't be worth it. Yeah. So winter months, let's start with the like getting ready portion. My skin, and you'll probably notice from like any of my other videos, my skin is just like flaking away. My body does not like colder weather. I thrive when it's like summertime, or like honestly any period of time that's not winter. And so one of the things that I've been doing is like really layering it up on the moisturizers. Last year I was using like hyaluronic serum, the CeraVe like hydrating watt cleanser first, hyaluronic serum, and then I was using the Paula's Choice. They had a really lovely like shea, really thick moisturizer, and I can't find it anymore. But recently I was actually sent this from Avène, and it is their Kick Alphate Crème Restorative Protective Cream. I'm definitely going to butcher that. And it comes out so thick and lovely. It's like, oh, that's probably too much now, but I can put up my hands. It's a really like thick barrier cream, which suits me just beautifully. I will use it particularly down here in this area. And this feels such a funny thing to be doing on camera, but it's so lovely, and my skin really just like needs that extra layer of protection during the summertime. What am I going to do with all this extra now? Okay, we'll do the neck. Why not? Neck and hands. And it's been so lovely to keep my skin from like not flaking away into the abyss, but also for like a really sensitive skin type. Generally, I would find that I get really like irritated and stingy and burny after most moisturizers, and I don't after this, which is really lovely. But you can see even I've always got like a rash of some kind, or my body's just a little bit sensitive to most things, so I have to be really, really careful with what I put on. But this is so nice, and you can see like where my skin would ordinarily be flaky, it's just really plumped it out. So that has been really lovely. I'm so glad I found that, and I don't get sent things often. I think it was a part of like a baby package, and it was really a bonus to get something that like also worked well for me. So the next thing then that I like to do is, I'm not big into makeup whatsoever, but I have found this, which is a translucent bronzing tint from Dr. Hauschka. And I couldn't even say you could say it was makeup, but it comes out very brown, and you can rub it in like where you would ordinarily have your moisturizer. I do like a little do, and then I'll just like blend it all in, and you'll see the difference. It just stops me from looking, because I don't like to, I used to do like a lot of sun tanning back in the day. I used to, not that I'm like super into SPF or anything, I don't try and dodge the sun, but I certainly don't like go out and bake in it anymore. And I used to, really back in the day when I was like from 18 to 21, I would say, or 18 to 22, I would do sunbeds, which I now know are like so horrific. And having a husband who had struggled with cancer, I'm hyper vigilant and hyper aware. This is strange to do without a mirror, but can you see it gives like a really nice glow to the skin without me looking like 10 shades the wrong colour, and it just blends in so nicely. And then what I will do with, like, these are all favourite things. I generally don't wear makeup, like I said. I like things to be really natural. Is I'll go in with a little bit of their tinted face SPF, and it's Dr. Hauschka again. So it only really comes in 2 colours. So this is probably not the right colour for me, but I will just apply it wherever I have a little bit of pigmentation. So for me, it's here and here, my 2 little sensitive spots, and then just around the nose. Sometimes I'll go around the eyes as well, but I find that really this is all I need. And I just tap it in, and it's quite sheer, so it doesn't look too obvious for someone who doesn't want to wear like a full face of makeup. This kind of like spot concealing almost, it means that it's still visible through the makeup, but I'll just bring it up under the eyes, but it doesn't look like I am as falling asleep or as crusty and crunchy as I ordinarily am without. Does that look better? Isn't it funny? You never look at yourself as a mum. And now that I've been given the opportunity to, I'm like, oh, is that what it looks like? I don't know. My phone is going with my like homeschool meetup, but that's actually not on today. So that's like a little bit of a base. Before we go into the next thing, I'm going to tell you about some like mumma, home birthy, worky stuff. So the first thing actually, and this has been a love for the last few births that I've been at. Recently I've been very much going through my kit, and I'm on the hunt for one of those, like you would use them on holidays, where you like roll up your maybe like your makeup and your skincare and whatever, and then you have it that you can hang it from the door. I'm looking for a cute one of those to just really try and get everything into that. Bar my rebozo, everything else would fit in there. And recently I've just been kind of taking stock of what I've actually been pulling from my kit at births, and it's been less and less. I'm using much more my voice, my energy, my hands. But one of the things that I have found particularly helpful and that I've pulled for every single time is these wave combs. So if you were pregnant, if you've got a pregnant friend, or you're also a birth worker, these wave combs are so wonderful. I got 2 so that my clients can have one in each hand, because I feel like if you're going to use them, you want to make sure that it's working to its full capacity. And it works in 2 beautiful ways. One is the distraction, so being able to, you apply it with the teeth down along that kind of first line in your palm. The distraction, because our body has that gate pain pathway, and so if we interfere with that with another sensation, our body struggles to know which one to draw our attention to. And so if we are placing those teeth into the palms of our hand, and as our wave rises to a crest, we apply downward pressure here, our body then takes the focus to our hands, which of course are closer in proximity to our brain than our belly, our bump, where that uterus is contracting, where our attention would otherwise be. The other way that this works so beautifully is that we have beautiful acupuncture points here that it also hits into. So there's a couple of different ways to use them. You can use them, that's where I prefer to use them here. You can also use them down a little bit lower. You can also use them as like a massage technique, lovely for like downward pressure. You turn it around this way, downward pressure on the shoulders, lovely reflexology points on the feet. But this is the wave comb, and I'm a little bit obsessed. I think it's also lovely to give the control back to the birthing person. Also really nice because as a birth worker, it's a very physical job, and it's nice to take some of the weight of that physically, because I don't know about you, but I get sore. It's like I've done a full workout after a birth. So that has been really, really lovely. And I've really been working on like going through my kit and getting rid of a lot of the things that are maybe unnecessary. So the next thing that I wanted to share, which kind of goes along with being on call, is I find as like a no screen family, which I know might be a bit controversial. I've actually, after this, I think immediately after this, when I have a little bit of a face on, I'm going to film a video about how we either reduce or you can completely avoid screens with young kids. So keep your eyes out for that. But one of the things with being on call, and typically I would go on call from the minute mama hits 37 weeks until she has her baby, so potentially up to 43 weeks. But I don't want to be constantly checking my phone all of the time, but I do need to have it on me so that they can contact me. Enter the cute bum bag. So I think I actually have mentioned this before, possibly just on my Instagram. This is one that I was gifted by a friend. Where's the name of it? I can't remember where I saw it the other day. It was like salt and something. There we go, look. Rocks and salt. I'm sure you can find them on Etsy or something. But this is so cute. I might show you it on because actually, a cute little outfit. This little tank, and then these bottoms can go all the way up. So for in pregnancy, you can bring them up over the bump, which is just lovely. And I got them in this colour, like a beautiful sage colour, and then this cute tank is from ARC. So honestly, I've just been living in sets like this. I feel like somewhat put together, which is nice. But I will put this on. So for me, I will put this on around the waist and then slightly to the side. So I feel like I'm maybe not. I'm definitely not a cool mom, but it means that I can be a good birth worker. I can be supportive, available to my mummas, to the families who I support, and be present and engaged with my own kids without feeling like I'm constantly checking my phones. That is really, really nice. Been really enjoying that. My feet are going numb. I should have got myself something to sit on. Okay, so in the next steps, I've literally got 2 more steps, 3 maybe if I extend it to what I would do makeup wise. The next things that I've been loving to do a little bit of like cheek and lip action. This was a birthday present from my beautiful friend Paige. This is the Moonrise Creek tinted lip balm in brick red. Wait until you see this color. It is literally to die for. It's like this beautiful like deep cranberry color, and watch how pigmented it is. I'll just do like a tiny dot here and here. I tend to bring it up quite high because I feel like it really lifts the face. Maybe I'll not do this on the lips because I want to show you another one, but that one's not quite as moisturizing. This is very pigmented. And then I'll just blend it in, and it just blends in so seamlessly. I'm just obsessed. I feel like I have really managed to like curate a look that is so natural in finish, but also natural in the ingredients list. I think the ingredients is like castor oil, almond oil, wax, beeswax, essential oils, wheat germ oil, jojoba oil. Like, it's just so lovely. So I'll do a little bit of that. Might look even more natural once I do the other bits. This is the lip balm I've been loving because that other one feels like a bit much. This one is by Sky Organics, and it's just like a slightly shimmery version of that one, but I'll just do a tiny little dot. Maybe I'll do a dot of the other one as well. That one's minty as well, so it's nice. But oh my gosh, I should have brought in a little wipe or something. That actually does look better. So this is so lovely for like on the go, and I will literally keep that. And then this mascara, which I have been trying for ages and ages to find a mascara that is natural but also stays on and also gives some kind of impact. I'm lucky in that I actually have quite good eyelashes. They're like a double layer. I don't know if you can see that. There's like a double layer of eyelashes, which I'm really lucky to have. But this one is the one that is, it's the Tartelette tubing mascara. So I've been hunting for a tubing mascara for ages. They just don't seem to sell them in Ireland, so I had to get this one on Amazon. And I will put on one little layer of this. The main reason that I like this is that it washes off with water. So I don't have to spend ages in the bathroom doing like a really lengthy skincare routine or putting any like toxic chemicals on my eyes to like remove. That's it, done. I feel like I look a little bit more alive. Don't know what I'm gonna do with this, but it feels so nice. And ordinarily I'll have a hairband on my arm that I'll use to like put my hair up because mom life, or recently I've been really enjoying these little clips, either the teeny tiny ones to just do like a half updo or like the slightly larger ones. I'm pretty sure both of these are from TK Maxx, but I'll do like a little twist, a little twist, and then it's not too awful. Look at my baby hairs coming back. It's not too awful, but it's out of the way enough that I can get on with my mama duties. Two more things I wanted to share. The next one was with regards to like planning and scheduling. I'm already getting bookings for 2024. Crazy. I took a booking for start of July 2024 already today. So this is how I manage it all. That, and then my beautiful assistant Aoife, who helps me to stay on track with things. But this is the Filofax, the old-fashioned. I get new bits and pieces, so I get the new calendar every year, but it means that I can keep like notes, information, addresses, all at the back, birthdays. I don't miss a beat. Sometimes I will double up and add things into my Google Calendar, but for the moment, this bad boy does the job. And I think it's only like €5 for the replacement calendar stuff, because I really did hum and haw about getting one of those beautiful, like, you know, a little curated with stickers diary, and I just keep coming back to this because they have like a really decent chunk per day so that I can break down my day. But also, as somebody who is like quite scattered and flighty, I would very much say I have ADHD that hasn't been diagnosed. This works so beautifully for me and really helps me to just stay on track with my consults, with my daily tasks, with my homeschool activities and kiddies activities, and even just like what we're doing for dinner. I'll like meal plan in there. So that's been really helpful. Last two things I wanted to show you was our bed, which actually I haven't even really made for me, but we got the super king sized bed frame. So it's massive, and I got these beautiful like linen sheets, but it's taken us a long time to get there. I really was so resistant on getting a super king sized bed, full stop. And then as I was like, okay, like we're growing our family more and more, I've just been like really enjoying cuddles with the babies at bedtime. It means that my husband can also be in with us, whereas previously it had just been like a normal sized bed, a double bed or whatever. The babies were in with me, but my husband was in the other room. And it's been so much better for our relationship, even just to have those cuddles at the end of the night, because for the most part, I work at nighttime. I work when the kids sleep. So it's not like my husband and I get to reconnect at nighttime. We need to make that time to like have that closeness and intimacy together. Just to cuddle. I missed a spoon. And yeah, that's been really, really helpful. It's actually like, it's not a super special mattress. It's not a super special bed, but it's just the size of it. So if you are a bed sharing, co-sleeping family and you are on the cusp of whether or not to get a big bed, do it. You won't regret it. I absolutely promise. And then the very last thing, which is a little bit of a pricey goodie. I love it so much. This is the Hippie Joey Co carrier. So the way that it works is you put it on. It's like, it's meant to be considered an assist instead of a carrier. So it has no like upper weight limit. But for me, with two very much orchid babies, they're koala babies. They like the contact. They are held to sleep. They get physical reassurance from me whenever they need during the day. Lots of meltdowns. Two small babies, you know the drill. Two small babies under the age of 4. So you pop it on like so, and then you scoop up your baby. Got a little baby for a demo. You scoop up your baby. For me, with the older kids, this is how it works. You can put the smaller babies down underneath. You tuck their bottom in like that so that they are really well snuggled in. And then I stretch this out over my shoulder. So, oh, that baby doesn't look very comfy, but you get the drill. This little baby is close to mama. I am supported across my back. I can stretch it right out. I can imagine doing skin to skin with a tiny newborn like this. So precious. It is a bit more expensive coming to Ireland. I think it came up to like 150 quid. But actually for me, a friend and I looked at whether we would be able to make something like this, and there's no way. This is the company here, Hippie Joey Co. I will share this specific one down below, but you must, when you are ordering one, do the proper measurements. You measure from here to here. It has to be really specific to your body shape and type. And this fits me like a glove. I have been known to put both of my boys in there, so my 4-year-old and my now 2-year-old, and hopefully a little newborn too. So that is all my favorites. I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that. I hope you found some nice things that you maybe could put on your Christmas list, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.